And I always tell my family that don't forget that it ain't about you, it's about the Lord. Hey, I'm Annie, and I'm the lead singer of the Caldwell singer. And also, I have my husband, he the guitar player. And also I have my son, Abel, he the drummer. And also my son, Junior, Willie Caldwell, he the bass player. And also my daughter, Deborah Caldwell, and she one of the lead singer in the background. And also my baby girl, and Jessica Caldwell, she in the background. And also Tony River, she my goddaughter. My original home is Aberdeen, Mississippi, where my daddy and mother started us out to sing with my brother and them. And we started from there, and they called them the Staple Junior singer. We were the Staple Junior first. And I sung ever since I was like 12 years old, and with my brothers, until I got married at the age of 16 years old. And after I got married and we had our first child, me and Willie J. Caldwell, my husband. But as Junior got older, my oldest son, my husband had thought, let him just play around with the drums. When he got about 6 years old, he was just playing around with the drum. And when he turned 8, he started playing the drums. So after I had Junior, I had a little girl named Nora Caldwell. So when Nora got up to about, I'm gonna say about 10 years old, I didn't even know she could sing. So it got to be me and my husband, Joe, and Junior. And she was in the background with my husband. He was singing. So after a year passed on by, it came Deborah. And Deborah started singing at a young age. And then I had my niece with me, and one day they was outside singing in the yard, and I heard them singing "If My Living in Vain." And it was sounding so good, I said, I better get these children before the devil get them, you know? And so we started a group called the Caldwell Singer. And we started singing from there and went on up to today it is now. Never thought and believed that we'll be where we at now. But thank God that somebody looked and seen us and decided that they want to take us a little further. When we do UKs and when we do the other, in all the 30 countries that we've been in, you know, like everybody lovely and kindness and everybody getting in it. Everybody want joy, peace, because we know if it wasn't for the Lord that we wouldn't have neither one. So I thank God that people are not just coming there just to hear singing. They'll come there to get something from the Lord. And I am too, you know. And when I sing, you know, I thank God for the peace and joy that he gave me. And when it started going from heart to heart, the people that out there in the order, they feel the same way. And we got to realize that people are going through sickness and other things that they need God to help them. And it's hard when you try to go through things by yourself. And when you realize to know who God is, and we started singing the song, It's Already Done. And I believe that because I went through that with sickness of my time to know that the Lord would do. He will heal you, you know, he'll bless you, and he'll give you peace and joy. So.
I wasn't gonna get well, Jesus. Seemed like Jesus, I wasn't gonna get well, Jesus. Well, Jesus, I went to the doctor, Jesus. The doctor, Jesus, told me
My fashion is like most of people that get dressed in the fancy is Sunday. People that go to church, a pastor wife, and people that love to dress. When I got married at the age of 16 years old, my husband had got a house in West Point, and I came, and I decided that I was looking at all of the stores, they were beautiful clothes and stuff, and I was looking through the books and stuff and went to a lot of places, where you buy clothes from. And I decided that I want to go in business. So that's how Caldwell Fashion came along. And we've been there now, I guess about 30-some years, and God's still blessing the business. I do get a chance in my store. People come by, and we have prayer. Some, pray. It's good to people that, they want to talk about the Lord when they come. That's what we talk about, and how God grace and how good He is. And sometimes we all leave emotion because what we feel like what God have done for us. My songs that we sing, and most of what we done been through with, been there when my brother had a heart transplant, and my mother was praying that God, to heal him. And I'll never forget, a young lady died in Tennessee. And she had donated her heart, I guess the pounds. And the doctor told my mama that my brother wasn't gonna live unless he have a heart transplant. But the doctor got the phone call that this young lady had died, and that they donated the heart to him. And the doctor went and got the heart, brought it back to Birmingham, and put it in his heart. And I never forget, 3 days later, my mama looked down the hallway and seen him walking. And she was saying, it's already done. So a lot of our songs is what we'd have been through with and what we'd have came out of. I love Rise Again because it's talking about when the Lord, what He went through with, and when they hung Him on the cross. And He said He gonna rise again 3 days later. And that's a song that I love because it's slow and in motion, and it tell you the story of Jesus. And also, I love the one, Soldier, my soul. That song is telling you, when you're going through it, and a lot of my problems that I went through with losing my brother, losing my sister, losing, my dad and mom. One day I'm gonna see them again. But my soul, you got to make sure that your soul is right with God. And that's the most song that really stick with me. Can't nobody do me like Jesus, And we know that we don't care who it is or who we lean depending on. Can't nobody do you like Jesus. And I love that song.
My older brother, yes I did. When I lost my brother, I used to lean on Dad. Then I lost my baby brother, I lean on Dad. But Daddy, he didn't tell me he gonna leave me one day. Oh no. But when I lost my daddy, all I could do was just lean on Jesus. That's when I found out. Nobody, ain't nobody do me like Jesus. Nobody, ain't nobody do me like Jesus. Anybody know Jesus? Let me see you wave your hand. Jesus. Do y'all know it?
I hope they see what I'm doing, and God knows I'm real in it. And I always, try to let people know that it's not about us, it's about Jesus. And I always tell my family that don't forget that it ain't about you, it's about the Lord. But I tell people, love one another, because God is love. And if we do that, we can make it to end to heaven and all us to be at one, So we're trying to make it in.